So today is Friday the 13th. 13 is also a lucky number in African cosmology. It is a number of the star Sirius. Now, from a Masonic perspective, it is feared because 13 is related to the star. Sirius is also known as the star of retribution. 13 is also retribution. 13 is also Horus, hero, Christ. What it means to be a hero. You have 12 disciples, which is the 12 signs of the zodiac, and the 13th is man, is Horus, is Christ. You have 12 archetypes of consciousness, and the 13th one is the pineal gland. So 13 is actually the third eye, which is also called the evil eye. William Shakespeare has a famous line where he says, "Beware the Ides of March." The Ides of March would be in the middle of March, which would be the 13th, 14th, 15th, because every month has 28 to 30 days, and the Ides of March is Friday the 13th. Why are people so afraid of it? Julius Caesar died in the Ides of March. So did Jesus. Jesus died on a Good Friday, which was in the middle of the month in March, which is why we celebrate Easter. Easter is the celebration of the resurrection of Christ. Resurrection means rise direction. So this is about rebirth, the awakening of the year when the cycle ends. It also begins. It's the death and birth. They say beware, but it's nothing to be afraid of. Also, just like the horror film Jason's birthday is Friday the 13th. And then he is Jason X, who resurrects. Jason versus Freddy is Jesus versus Satan.
Martin Luther was killed by the government. He had a dream, but they didn't fuck with it. Malcolm X was killed by the government. Coined to a pro, the reason I'm not trusting him. Fred Hampton, killed by the government. He was a Black Panther, they couldn't be fucked with. Huey P. Newton was killed by the government. Civil rights leaders was like, who you fucking with? Rosa Parks sat at the front of the bus. She said, get the fuck on, I'm not getting up. Put me in jail, I do not give a fuck. Angela Davis stood up for us when the world fucking hate us. Love all the brave ones. We need reparations, fuck, they need to pay us. Dr. Malachi York, they imprison him, trying to see black people who we really is. Larry Hoover, they imprison him, growth and development, he was real militant. Rashad Jamal, they imprison him, waking us up, had no choice but to sentence him. Nelson Mandela, they imprison him, damn, they was just trying to make this world different. I'm feeling like Marcus Garvey. I'm screaming black power, nobody can stop me. Like, remember they blew up Black Wall Street? I think they don't wanna see us win. I think they'd like to see us in a pen. Free all the ones that was fighting for me. Calling more leaders I missed in the comments. To all of my ancestors, rest in peace.
5 signs you are an empath. An empath is somebody who is possessed with the spiritual gift of empathy. The word empathy means spiritual perception of suffering. Number 1, you have a heightened sensitivity. Empaths oftentimes experience an extreme sensitivity to the emotions, the feelings, and the energy of others. Once an empath connects to somebody, they almost become them. They can easily pick up on subtle cues about a person without even direct communication. They understand why somebody is going through what they're going through just by walking past them in the store. Wow. As an empath, this can be overwhelming and draining sometimes. 2, you have emotional contagion. Empaths have a tendency to mirror the emotions and feelings and energy of people around them. When empaths connect, they oftentimes internalize what the other is going through, what they are feeling, what their energy is. This creates a type of mirror effect. And based on the atmosphere, this can cause a sudden shift in your emotions or in your mood without warning. 3, empaths have a unique ability to sometimes finish the sentences of others. This is because of their ability to spiritually perceive many things in life. Remember, the word empath or empathy, it means spiritual perception of suffering. Number 4, you need solitude, isolation. You absolutely need your recharging moments in life. You cannot always be around people. You cannot always be where everybody else is. Number 5, you have a strange connection to nature and animals. It's kind of like when you walk past a tree or a dog or a bird sits on your car, you can feel what they are feeling.
Y'all empaths? Are y'all empaths or no? Would y'all say y'all empaths or no? Put it in the comments.
In California is one of the most haunted places in the country.
Bro,
Hello.
how they be making this AI look like that? Like, that's crazy how AI did this now. That's crazy.
My name is Sarah Winchester. You may have heard of the Winchester Mystery Mansion in San Jose, but here is how it all came to be. I was born in Connecticut in 1839. I got married to William Winchester, the son of Oliver Winchester, a well-known politician and businessman. His main business was the Winchester Repeating Arms Company, which supplied both sides of the West, the colonizers and the indigenous. That business decision put a curse on the family from all the lives that were taken using their product. Me and my husband had a baby, and shortly after birth, our daughter passed away from health problems. Then a few years later, both my parents, as well as my husband's father, all passed away. And then the following year, my husband did too. I met with a spiritual advisor, and she told me the spirits of those who lost their lives from the Winchester Arms Company were haunting me. Like and follow for part 2.
Isn't it interesting that certain foods directly benefit?
Come on, man. And they got us paying for stuff like this. They gotta cut it out, man.
The body parts they resemble? This is known as the doctrine of signatures.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you, so I'm gonna have to show you. Clouds are falling out of the sky again.
Cap.
This is somewhere in Nigeria.
Y'all think that's
Do
real?
y'all remember a few weeks ago where I showed you the clouds falling out of China?
How?
And then there was somewhere in America as well?
How is cloud?
Guys, what does this mean? Does this mean the simulation is falling? Oh my god. Like, share, and follow for more for videos like this. And also keep up with me on my other platform. Let's get this shift.
Alright, I'm done. I am so done. Jesus, come back. Creepy spiders are falling from the sky in California in a nightmare scenario. What? What? Where's the scorpions at? Where are they at? Because they're around the corner. I know it. Come on. This world, we have World War III. We have economic collapse. We have GMO food everywhere, GMO people everywhere. I mean, what is next? I mean, come on. What's next? What, is NASA going to shoot rockets into the moon? You got to be kidding me. All right, I'll be serious here. This is not that big of a deal. Supposedly, this is normal, I guess, for the spiders to lay their webs in their babies, and they go in the wind, and then they fall on people, and it's scary and freaky and whatever, but it's supposedly normal, just like the eggs on the underwater volcano, supposedly normal, from biologists and scientists that know a lot more than I do. But yeah, either way, the article is funny, though. Do you guys remember back in 2020 with the news articles about the death hornets, like trying to scare everybody because their narrative was kind of fading away? So then they brought out that death hornets, which was an old article from like 2015, right? They keep reusing articles to scare you. And here's another article to just scare you. I mean, when you read the headline, it's absolutely terrifying, and it's good for, you know, clicks and whatever. So it's fun, but guys, it's fine. It's all good. We're all good. Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine. We're alive. The spiders, they're just chilling, doing their thing, that how God created them to fly in the sky, I guess. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe that's part of the fall. Maybe that's part of sin. Who knows? I do believe that a lot of insects and thorns and everything come from the fall and sin, and heaven will not have spiders and thorns and thistles and all that. But, you know, don't worry, guys. Everything is fine. But with that, do not allow news articles to pump fear into you. I made this 100%. For fun because it's fun. I like acting dramatic with everything going on in the world, because in all reality, the world is dramatic. What's going on in the world, it's crazy. It really is. The people in governments, in power, the bloodlines behind the scenes with the bankers and everything, right? You know, I can go down different rabbit holes, and this video will be taken off because of misinformation, so I will not go down that path right now. But what I want to share with you guys is that there's no fear in Christ Jesus. So if you see an article like this, or any other article about terrorist attacks and southern border is wide open and you need to be scared and they're going to come and kill you and murder you and you need to be scared, or economic collapse is coming, so you need to be scared and fearful and hoard your food and everything, right? Like, use your discernment, be wise, have food, have water, make wise decisions, but allow the Spirit to guide you, not from a state of fear. Don't go out and buy a whole bunch of toilet paper and every canned good item in that aisle because you are scared. Use your wisdom, use discernment with the Spirit guiding you with love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. And He gives us the spirit of a sound mind, okay? These articles try to create you, or not try to create you, try to take away that sound mind and implant a fear-based mindset where you're easily manipulated. They're trying to manipulate us. Right now with what's going on in the Middle East with Israel and Hamas and Iran and everything, it's hard to discern truth from lies. There's so much propaganda everywhere. You have pro-Zionist, anti-Zionist, this, that, whatever, right? Pro-Palestine, anti-Palestine. It's a mess. It's absolutely a mess. But with that, you discern through the Spirit. Do your research. Look up things and pray for discernment. He will give it to you. God wants to give you wisdom, guys. He wants to give you His wisdom, but He wants you to seek it out. He wants you to search it. He wants you to pursue Him, and He will help with this, okay? But it takes for you to pursue the wisdom and discernment from Him. So don't allow these articles to pump fear into you. Rest in Jesus. Rest in Him. Trust in Him in all things. The times we are in are crazy. You know, people have different opinions and whatnot. I personally believe we are in the last seconds of the last days and end times, and that biblical prophecy is being fulfilled. Even if there are elites, bankers behind the scenes speeding up the process by fulfilling it, it's still Bible prophecy fulfilled. Whether it's the Rothschilds creating the state of Israel or whatnot, it's still prophecy fulfilled. And with that, guys, I love you so much. If you have any questions, if you see an article, if you see some type of news video, tag me in it, comment down here. We will talk about it together, discerning together. If you think there's something more to this article, comment and we'll talk about it, all right? We are here together. This is the community on TikTok, you know, a weird world that we live in. But with that, I love you guys so much. God bless. And remember, the just shall live.
So I got this video sent to me. This is apparently New York. Okay, y'all, this is New York. And this is very, very fascinating because these are balls of orbs in the sky that's lighting up. You would think this is on the trees, but it's actually not. It's actually not. Now, do you think this would be Project Bluebeam? Because this is very weird, right? These orbs are coming out of the sky and they are going down to the ground. They are touching the ground and they keep lighting up while they're on the ground. Now, what I find very peculiar about this, because this also happened in Israel. Let me show you. You see, something is dropping these things out of the air. And what I read was this was phosphorus, white light. The white light, right? Could this be a representation of the stars falling out of the sky like they depict in the Bible? The stars falling out of the sky, and the cloud video that I posted earlier, like the simulation is breaking down. What do y'all think? I believe this is the mother talking to us, telling us that this game is over. The Matrix is over. That they are here. And the stars are going to start falling out of the sky. That's why clouds are falling out. They're telling you the simulation is breaking down. Ooh, let me know what y'all think.
5 signs you are an empath. An empath is somebody who is possessed with the spirit.
I saw this, y'all. I don't know how I got in there twice. It's hard though. We're gonna skip it up. It's me.
And why you see people dressed up as Satan, not just, you know, like Satan slipping himself in a little bit. No, full on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, you know, dressed as a demon, got upside down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. And people are just like, oh, that's funny. It's, you know, we're making fun. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all. They know good and doggone well that God exists. They also know that Satan exists. They're just counting on the fact that y'all don't know that. But either way, the things that you take in, that they're feeding you, those things affect you. Whether you realize it in the moment or not, they affect you. That's why they do it. Entertainment industry, it's about influence. I'm not going to sacrifice the honesty in order to be politically correct. I can say whatever I have to say with respect.
What do you think is going to happen to the economy? Oh, it's going to get worse. After it gets worse, it's going to have its highs again. We're a corporation, then we're not a corporation. We're a corporation, then we're not a corporation. Trump's in office, and we're not a corporation. The economy's booming. Now we're back to a corporation because Biden's in office, but yet we blame Trump because the economy's crashing now, and it's because Trump set us up for failure. Then Trump's going to get back in office somehow, potentially, and if he does, then the economy's going to boom, and then we're going to blame Trump and say that he's doing the same thing. It don't matter.
I need people to understand that 4G is 1 to 10 gigahertz and 5G is 24 to 100 gigahertz. I mean, you're comparing 1 gigahertz to 100 gigahertz. You can download two 2-hour 4K movies in under 4 minutes. It'll take a minute each to download 2 movies that are 4K 2 hours long, where 4G would take 2 hours to download 1 movie and it's not even high definition. That's because 5G is millimeter waves, which is microwaves, which has the potential to penetrate the nucleus of your cell and alter your DNA. This is what gives us a tan and burns us. Long waves cannot go through your cells. The waves are not big enough. This should be 2G because 4G and 5G, they're both still pretty small waves. Only 1 and 2G are these radio waves. So the radio towers are long waves, and it's about 2 or 3G, and it can't penetrate your cells. But 5G radiation, microwaves, 5G, 6G, 7G, they're going to get tinier and tinier to where they can just penetrate your DNA instantly, and it can mutate your cells. People will start mutating. That's what radiation does, is it causes mutation because it's going inside the nucleus of your cell. So if we live in smart cities, there's going to be so much 5G towers and 6G and 7G towers, humans will not be able to live in a city like this where you're above gigahertz. We're just coming out of 1 gigahertz. The metaverse will be running on 5G and up. The video game simulation industry, tied with the issues around environmental sustainability according to these cybernetic standards set up by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and World Bank's One Health Initiative, humans, plants, and animals must be separated for protection. Right now, 12% of America is considered a national park. The United Nations wants 50% of America to be a national park. They will not allow humans to access these areas. They're non-human zones. Every national park will be called a core wilderness zone. They intend to alienate humans from nature, saying that humans damage nature, so we must be kept out. And nature is a danger to humans because there's viral contagions in the wilderness. So humans and nature must be separate from each other, off limits to the general public. We're up against nature being off limits to human beings and being forced into mega region smart cities with double-decker highways and underground tunnels built by Elon Musk.
Underground bunker.
The Illuminati is real, and Kanye West might have exposed it.
Word?
Yeah, so there's a video of Kanye West on the phone with, I believe it was either a friend or a manager. He goes, Kourtney's a part of the Illuminati. Yeah, Kourtney Kardashian. He goes, that whole family's a part of the Illuminati. And then he goes, why do you think Cardi B's over at their house? Because she's a plant, an industry plant. And so he kind of just completely exposed the Kardashian family. He basically exposed the Illuminati and what they're meant for. Now the question is whether or not people believe him, because you know his track record in the past has been kind of shaky.
Yeah.
Was he telling the truth, or was he on one of his schizophrenic, like manic tendencies?
Yes, it's Corey CIA. Like, he didn't even have to say it. I know it. He's Illuminati. That's why fucking Cardi B is over there. Cardi B is a plant by the Illuminati.
God, guys. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Not this one, I already seen
Never thought I'd see it in the wild. It's incredible. How is it still alive?
this. What happened?
All these white cars, like dead ass.
What is the best way to gain strength? Continuous exercise, compound interest. There's people that will lift weights and consume the same amount of body weight in protein every single day, and you'll gain size. And then there's other people like me that will eat 1/10 of the nutritional value whilst not eating any protein whatsoever and still put on size. Go to the gym every day, but don't obliterate yourself to where you're like dead sore and you can't lift the next day.
Why is Michael Jackson resurrected in Lady Gaga's music video? Is Lady Gaga, who is known for her relationship with the Illuminati organization, giving us a message? In her music video for GUI, released on March 23, 2014, there's a striking message related to the topic at the 5:28-minute mark. At the mentioned timestamp, you can see Lady Gaga and another individual standing by 4 coffins with a computer. The computer's cables are connected to these 4 coffins, and suddenly, individuals rise from 3 of the coffins. They appear to be resurrected. These individuals are Jesus Christ, Gandhi, and Michael Jackson. One coffin is left empty, and it's not shown who rises from it. What is Lady Gaga trying to imply with this scene in her video? Could the Illuminati organization possibly bring back famous figures we know to have died, like Michael Jackson, with the lie of resurrection in the future? For more detailed information, you can click the link in our bio.
You must be careful of wolves in sheep clothing, because they're everywhere. They will try to be your friend. They will act like you. They might even look like you. They will sound like you, talk like you, and say all the right things. But remember, they're really trying to eat you. They are not your friend. The clothes don't make the man. The man makes the clothes. Let me say that again. The clothes don't make the man. The man makes the clothes. So don't just buy something because it's expensive. Buy it because it looks nice, because it's practical. Because wearing expensive clothes don't make you the big man. The big man comes from within, and everybody's fighting over religion. Who's the Messiah? Who's the messenger? It doesn't matter who the messenger is. Did you get the message? Let me say that again. It doesn't matter who the messenger was. Did you get the message? And if you listen closely, and I mean real closely, these leaders of today are just talking garbage. Talking pure garbage. Recycled. You know these recycled leaders? You've seen it all before, mate. And you can't fool us. Because our eyes are not useless. Because our mind is not blind.
The reason aliens refuse to visit our planet.
What is they doing? What is this, a challenge? Like... Get in the crap, man.
Oh, please, please help! Somebody!
I would like a bone.
of a dark empath.
Are you curious about the dark side of empathy? Do you want to know if you or someone you know is a dark empath?
Let's see.
A dark empath is a person who has both empathy and dark personality traits, such as narcissism, psychopathy, or Machiavellianism. They can understand and feel other people's emotions, but they also use them for their own benefit or manipulation. Here are some signs of a dark empath. They are charming and charismatic, but also dishonest and manipulative. They can switch between being caring and cold, depending on the situation and their goals. They have a high sense of self-importance and grandiosity, but also self-criticism and insecurity. They are vindictive and aggressive, but also extroverted and sociable. They can mimic other people's emotions, but they don't really care about them. If you want to learn more about dark empaths and how to deal with them, click plus.
What's up, y'all? Let's talk about why you should never blow out a candle and what it comes with. I know everybody had a birthday before growing up, and everybody was like, oh, let's sing happy birthday. And then after, make a wish and blow out that candle, Billy. But little did y'all know, when y'all light a candle, y'all are literally opening up a portal to the spiritual realm. And this is all facts. That's why candles are used to connect with your ancestors, your spirit guides that's in the astral realms and in the higher realm. That's one of the main things that's used on an ancestor altar, to connect with your ancestors, to communicate with them, to ask them for protection or whatever you coming to them for. And one of the things that you should never do is blow out the candle. You either let the candle burn all the way through, or if it's a candle that can't do that, then you use something to like fan it, to put out the flame. But look at it like this. How you gonna make a wish and use your breath? Your breath brings life, prana. How you gonna use that to blow out the flame? So by you doing that, you're literally asking to receive the opposite of what you're asking for. And this is what they don't tell our people. Because everything is spiritual and everything has a meaning to it. And the elites, the higher ups that run this whole system, this matrix, they know all about energy, all about magic, all of that. And ever since our people got indoctrinized, they took all that information away. So now our people don't even know that. So if you're still gonna celebrate your birthday with a cake, just do the shit without a candle. And if you use a candle, do what I said, don't blow it out. Fan it so it can actually come true. Spiritual melody.
NASA will fire 3 rockets at the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. Why are they always doing some crazy shit? So what's interesting about this topic is the mission is named after the Egyptian god of darkness, Apep, the enemy of the sun god Ra. According to tradition, Apep would chase the sun god Ra, his arch nemesis, and when he caught up to him, an eclipse occurred. This is what Apep looks like for the ones that don't know, a snake. And here's a better picture for your imagination. So basically what I'm hearing is these rockets will act as Apep, because the rockets and the mission is called Apep. And I'm guessing the ring of fire around the eclipse will act as the sun god Ra. My thing is, why name this mission Apep if Apep has no significance to what's going on? Unless they're speaking in code and doing some other shit that we don't know about. But I personally feel like this is something spiritual that will be taking place. Apep is also considered the embodiment of chaos and to bring about the end of light and life. What the fuck?
If your right eye is twitching, stop and stay. And for the non-believers, I don't have time to tussle with y'all in the comments. This is obviously not the physical meaning. This is the spiritual meaning of it. Thank you, we know. Before I get into like the different things that it can mean, I need y'all to understand it's different folks, different strokes. This is based off of your beliefs, your culture. All that plays into a factor as well, because all of those things has different meanings of everything. So you need to understand what it means for you. And that is what I share. With that being said, let's go. Also, for some beliefs, it's different for men and women, the twitching of either eye. But for right eye twitching, it usually means a positive change, a positive resolution to something, or something that you could be working on, could be coming into fruition very soon. And that right eye twitching is the signaling that it's closer and closer and closer. Usually means somebody is talking good about you in rooms you don't even know of. It's usually somebody that you know, if it's the right eye. And also, to take it a step further, like I told y'all before, it could mean somebody is literally dreaming about you in a good way. So with all that being said, has your right eye been twitching? Follow for more.
Nope. Alright, people. That is it. Appreciate you staying this long if you have. If you're still here. Appreciate it. And we see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
What? nigga, I'm